Hello everyone, Raphael Ray here. Recently, a new pretentious evil cause has been added to these black power movements that you've been seeing spreading all over the world. SARS is the Special Anti-Robbery Syndicate or Squad. I don't know what the second S stands for. But anyway, it looks like they are an independent police organization that has to do things that standard law enforcement doesn't. So it's like because standard law enforcement is falling prey to these evil Marxist movements. Looks like there has to be some independent squads to help restore order, or at least to stand up to the bad guys. And they're getting a lot of hate and resentment for it. There's this new hashtag movement called endsars now that is based on the vilification reports that basically misdescribes incidents that involved with SARS, and people pretend that they're another white supremacist, white power police movement. So it's clear they don't want any consequences for their actions, because it's actually in the name, anti-robbery. So I think it's clear that these murderers and mobsters that are killing in the name of civil rights, they clearly don't want any repercussions or consequences, because not only are they managing to stifle the police units, the official police departments, but they also want to put an end to those who are also stepping up and trying to restore order. It's clear that these movements are evil. They're not standing up for civil rights, but because they kill a whole lot more innocent blacks than they can ever pretend police do. So if you look more closely at George Floyd's death, you'll find he actually died of the drugs that he had in his system and the overdrive, the adrenaline that he beefed up. So it was not the officer that killed him. The officer just stepped on his neck in a non-lethal way, in a non-harmful way. It was on the side of his neck. So the officer didn't kill him. So you can see they are pretending that he was the one who killed George Floyd. So that's why I said that they can pretend police ever do. Well, these people don't really care about blacks, because they kill a whole lot more blacks for simply not backing down and not giving them leeway. And they'll break into people's barber shops and small business stores and whatever, and destroy. They steal, they loot, and anyone who stands up to them is murdered. And there is no justice for those victims. It's just the only victims that are demanded justice for are those who got what they brought upon themselves. So it's those who are not victims that are defended with demands of justice. So this is called social justice that people are pushing for is not justice, and it's antisocial in the worst way humanly possible. So I think that's why everyone hates SARS. I think that's why these people hate SARS. Not everyone hates SARS. I was wrong there. But these people hate SARS because they don't want any repercussions or consequences for their vicious behavior. Because it's actually in the name, anti-robbery. So they don't want anyone to stop them from doing their damnedest. So we permitted it to get this way because we instinctively feel for blacks. So blacks know they can use that as their edge to they can take advantage of that by basically letting us by convincing us to step aside and let them fight for civil justice. It is evil. This is real evil. And these demonstrations from the very beginnings originated as pretentious Marxist malevolence. It's only now when they're getting so unhinged that they're showing themselves in their true colors. But I think right at the very beginning, when Black Lives Matter was doing somewhat better at pretending to be the good guys, I think it was started that way. I'm sorry I can't word it any better. I always get jumbled up. I really need to straighten out my talk more sufficiently. I'm Raphael Ray.